The boiled egg is back in a race car and we've headed to Spa in the Radical for what is a very exciting race. A few people may have died, maybe by my hand, but we got a good result and we gained a lot of iRating, and that is all that matters. So buckle your seatbelts, make yourself a cup of tea, and let me know in the comments how guilty I am. I'm already packing my bags and I'm off to the gulag. I'm not even going to contest it. But, well, you'll see. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, so we've qualified 15th out of 23. This is Radical, so the racing is certainly going to be radical. For the first 3 laps, it is pure survival, like most iRacing races, to be honest, and most online races. Let's try and keep out of the danger zone.
Green flag, green flag.
Keep it clean. That's a terrible start. I need to do the accelerator brake. Hold the brake with the accelerator on cheat start.
Left side, you're on the right, 3 wide.
Works with the Porsches. I've never tried it with this. There we go.
Right,
Jesus Christ. Okay. My God. Well, yes. So, interestingly, I'm not sure what happened there. I think that guy lost on the throttle. Why is this guy pushing me through Rouge? Let's take it nice and easy. Nice and easy, boys. We've got the drafting at the top of the hill here. Let's get the Delta on. Session best lap. I like to have that. Weirdly, these Radicals don't have that much draft in iRacing. Okay, they're braking super early. Let's try and find a gap. Whoa, there's a car doing a backflip. Bit of a jam. Keeping my eye on my rear mirror for cars potentially rear-ending us. When you go slow, do the right thing, you often get punished for it.
Car on your left.
Okay, there seems to be a lot of people here that have qualified okay, but they can't actually drive. Which is something we've seen a lot of in iRacing. Good qualifying times. Can't drive with cold tyres or any line other than the one they've repeatedly memorised. In fairness though, this car is very, very leery on cold tyres. Like, the traction could just disappear, so you have to be quick for the catch. Or don't understeer off the track like that. Right, here we go. It really is. The Radical racing really is the sort of D-Day beach landing of racing. I think it's the speed makes this car somehow worse than the Skippy. The Skippy's pretty much, you know, you do get a lot of carnage with the Skippy, but it's all very slow and predictable carnage. Radical carnage is hard to predict. Is he? Oh, he's lost it there. Okay. I think he's just locked up his brakes. Right, I think that's put us in the top. That's probably put us in 7th, knowing me.
Got 10 laps to go. You're in the top 10.
There it is.
You got a slow car on the left.
So
Right.
first lap straight to 7th. I didn't know for sure that we'd be in 7th there, but I had a feeling. that it would be 7th. That's not bad. 15th to 7th, lap 1. Really like Spa as a track myself. I think iRacing could do with updating this version of Spa. You can see, oh my God, the back of his car's been recycled. It's like he's had a lorry driven into the back of him. Do I need to do this? No. I'm going to do it anyway.
Still there, hold your line. Keep to the right. Clear.
Actually, surprised that worked out. You got to take risks, haven't you? Yeah, so the track on this could do with being, the polycount could do with being updated a touch. There's definitely, you see on some of the corners, not this part of the track's okay, but some corners you can see that the curbing and stuff is a bit N64-y. Jesus. Oh, underneath! Okay. Okay. That happened. That'll do. Fully calculated. Good job. Textbook race start there. I think we might actually be in 3rd place here. This guy's going to rear end me. You know what they say about iRacing though? You pay your subscription fee for the high quality, clean online racing. I certainly do. we are here in 3rd place. This guy's going to pump me, so I'm not going to contend too much.
Keep to the right. Clear.
Do have draft coming into play a little bit. There we go. We're going to have a little bit of a battle here.
Car right. Keep to the left. Clear.
That. Always have the bus stop rear end potential. Okay, so we have we found ourselves in 4th place.
Keep digging. You're in 4th position.
5th to 4th. Acceptable 2 laps, I have to say. Look at the countryside there. Well, radical races are certainly a surprise, I've always found. I mean, I have to say... Whoop. Don't... Oh, no. I'm going to move over in case this purple car hits the white car.
Hold your line. Car right. 2 wide. Clear on the right.
This is nice racing here. That was a good move by the purple car. So I probably should have gone for a pass on the inside so the purple car couldn't do that. And then I'd have been lined up for the corner. But it's not what I did, so... Oh dear, do not rear end me. I'm having to lift a bit to get the car to stop under steering. Maybe a dab on the brake would have been better. I have to say this white car, I do not trust him. We've got to get back in the draft of a car. Nicely, this is fixed setup, so the bad driving is entirely my own fault, and there's no blaming the tools, apart from the one sat in the sim rig. This guy, don't know what he's saying. Yeah, it's the old mid-race conversation that happens. Oh, that's nice and relaxing. Odds on being pummeled by the white car, I say 3-1. He's already remodeled the back of his car, so we might as well remodel the front. And we've got a good trail of cars behind him. So, this is a...
Back in 4th position.
Oh. I thought it was in 5th. Yes, this should be a good way of brushing up our pace around Spa in this radical. I just jumped in, really. I did, was it like 15-20 minutes of practice, like 6 or 7 laps of practice. So, Spa I'm pretty happy with on in Assetto Corsa, and with like fast cars like the F2004, but yeah, not so much slower vehicles. Try and carry the speed through here though. Not even close to being on the limit, so give him more push. Oh dear, do not remodel me please, Mr. White Car. He seems very good through that section and then very slow through the rest. Well, podium, I'll be glad with the podium. That's not a 1X going off there. I thought it would have been. One thing I have noticed with the Radical at Spa is... actually, the skippies do this as well. If you compress the suspension on the curbing, you can sort of... It just bottoms out of the car. I don't know what happens. And there's no recovering it. It gets you into a sort of... auto bin slide. Okay. There's going to be no defending this. Not sure why he's gone there. He could have took my draft a bit longer, but fair enough. I'm going to stay on the inside, I think. just in case he misses a break point. Oh no. 4th place pressure here, guys.
Right side. Still there.
Oh, he got a good, way better breaker than me into that.
Still there.
I don't think he's going to yield up through Eau Rouge. He doesn't need to attack there, so I don't know why he's bothering to do that.
Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
Like, he's actually cost himself there. It would have made more sense for him to stay a bit behind us, a metre or two, and then he could have just lined up for the pass here really easily, got the overtaking really safely as well. Instead, he ended up slowing himself down such that the car behind him managed to get side by side, but he's separated away from him, so... He's definitely a lot better than me on the brakes, though. Daniel Dorlet 2. The old iRacing thing where people have a second account and they've have to put a number by the name.
Car on your left.
I think he's going to take us out. I'm going to keep defending, but I'm expecting the punt.
Right side.
He doesn't have any
To
patience,
the left.
which is weird.
Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line.
This is not good. See the
Clear.
car behind sensibly backed out of that. That was a good overtake. I'll give him that. Car behind could have... Anthony could have just gone straight into that. He might have got, you know, might have worked out for him, but it would have been very risky. Six laps in. Really nice driving though. I'll give it a little bit of a lift there, and hopefully that should position me for the overtake using the draft.
Car right. Stay on the left. You're on the left. 3 wide.
Jesus Christ.
Still hold. Right side. 2 wide.
3
Still
wide.
there, hold
Okay,
your
this is
line.
not going to go well.
Still there. Hold your line.
You're sort
Clear.
of dependent on the car to not, you know, the other driver to not do something completely stupid, which he didn't. He's probably a little bit miffed that he lost that place, but wall of muscle can only, I can only block one car at a time here. Fortunately, that defending allowed Anthony to get away a bit. Good drive by Anthony though. I couldn't go on the right because the car was defending it on the right, as he should do. I mean, if it was me in the white car there, I probably would have vaguely positioned my car in the middle and then moved to the right at a later point in time, being very vague about it. So the cars behind are more likely to drive into each other, but, you know. Anthony took advantage of it, as he should, and as he did. It was a good pass. And I've still got 4 wheels, so I'm happy. Oh yeah, look at this. So you get the draft at 6th gear, about 230. The draft picks up loads. It's a little bit ambitious there. Got to push it. Move the cursor off the screen.
5 laps to go.
Not quite confident on the braking there. You see the cars behind all bunching up. They were probably bamboozled as much as I was. Okay, hopefully this guy stays to the right a bit. Oh, I'm trying to defend the car behind whilst trying to also get the draft from the car in front. That kind of worked out. It's a little bit dodgy. That worked out though. If I'd gone full to the left there to get the draft from the car in front fully, car behind would have just moseyed on through on the inside and then there'd have been no defending it. So, that was alright. Probably could have got a little bit more draft, but it worked out. It's not the ideal line through there. Been very annoying to this car behind. Placing my car right in the middle there. I think he would have wanted to have done a pass. Wall of muscle has been erected. I think this white car though he is super impatient. There's quite a few times where he probably could have got past this quite easily, but he's needlessly pushed sooner than he...
Clear. Left side. Keep to the right. Clear.
Yeah, he went in way too deep there. Yeah, he's needlessly pushed. Rather than just taking his time and waiting for the easy overtake, he keeps trying to do overtakes on very hard places, which makes sense to do on the final lap. But not at this point. Car in front almost lost it on the exit there. There we go. Right, so this is where we got the right distance. The draft seems to go back very far with this car, but it doesn't come into play until you get to about 130. Let's look like we're going up the left, but I'm going to try and get on the right. There we go.
Still there.
Threw him the dummy. Car contact, but I think that was him driving into me. He fell for the dummy there. Stealth move. I hope I didn't get any damage from that. Damage in iRacing is real dice rolly. Sometimes you do a backflip, land it. Tony Hawk's, you're perfectly fine. Other times, someone breathes on your car and it's like a bomb's gone off in your passenger seat. Okay, these are not good lines through there. This thing, there's no 3 laps left here at Spa. There's no need to do anything too drastic in the overtake department. Staying with the cars, being clean is just better, so you don't lose the draft. He's 0.3 seconds behind us, so he should just redraft us.
Car right. Still there, hold your line. Keep to the left.
Oh Jesus, why is he...
Stay on the left. Stay on the left.
I'm not sure why
Still
he
there, hold your line. Stay on the left.
closed me off so much. It's alright though, all worked out. Fortunately, he was sensible and through the exit of the corner.
Clear on the right.
Through the exit of the corner, he left room, expecting me to run wide, which is what drivers often do, but I was fully in control, so that didn't happen. There we go, nice little bit of movement there. Really nice driving, actually. Really good racing. This is, I mean, come on, guys. How sexy are radicals? We should get the double draft if I've got the spacing just right here. I lifted through Eau Rouge. There we go, straight through the middle. Please don't turn in on me, guys. Double draft. Textbook. And the red car is going up the inside.
Keep to the left.
I think I just killed him. I thought I just took 5 people out. Okay, that wasn't so much textbook, but that does give me a nice space there. I just killed 2 people. Maybe 3 people. Well, I thought he had room. I mean, it's totally my fault there. I'm going to have a big guilty sticker on the forehead. So, what happened there was me killing everyone. That was so bad. Genocide. Oh, dear. Oh, no. But yes, what happened there was I got the draft up the middle. I'm going up the middle there. I honestly thought I was clear. I should have... it'll be really interesting in the replay. I thought I was clear enough to move to the right to then be able to defend the red car that was moving up from the draft, the car behind all of us. Instead, I tactically turned into the car on the right, and that killed 3 of them. Which has opened up the space for me to now be in 4th place with no one to contest me. Accident or immense racecraft. Genocide. Oh dear. That is certainly one way to secure your position. Now all we need are the guys in front to crash, and we'll get a podium. It'll be interesting to see from you guys in the comments how guilty. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to stretch here. I think on a scale of 1 to 10, but you can go to 100. I would put on the guiltometer. I'm probably giving myself a 70. I do feel a little bit bad. Having said that, I drove underneath a car previously that was flipping over, and yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't really make an excuse, but I'll happily go off to the hangman's noose after this race. If you were new to sim racing and you're wondering how can you murder 3 other cars in a way that the game allows for it, and that very much looks like an accident. I mean, it was an accident, but it very much looked like an accident. Racing incident. That's how you do it. I'm genuinely interested to look at the criminal evidence on that one. Now it's just a case of bringing it home for 2 laps here. Glorious 4th place. Well earned at the expense of 3 drivers' lives. Beautiful stuff. Clean textbook driving. That's what iRacing is about. And as I was saying earlier in the video, that's why people pay for their iRacing accounts. It's the clean, respectful online racing. And the thing with sim racing is it only takes one driver to either drive badly on purpose or just cock things up. It just takes one driver to ruin it for everyone. That is the downside. That's one of the positives and the downsides of sim racing. The positive is that everyone's very, you know, it keeps it intense and makes it very exciting. The downside is one person can ruin it for everyone. Bloody game of muscle. Well, we've got an 8.2 second gap between ourselves and the 3rd place, and 4.8 second gap between us and the car behind. Final lap. I do feel bad, but I'm quite happy with 4th place as well. And I need to work out how to take that corner in a way where you throw the back out such that you don't lose grip but it turns in more. Maybe I just need to turn it in more aggressively. Maybe a wider line. The camber on that right-hander is such that if you take the wider line but you've not got the speed off, you then just run off the track and you lose a ton of time. So it's an awkward one to get perfect. Nicely with these radicals, you do get a little bit of sort of controllable slip. You're kind of a bit locked into the slide that would happen regardless of what you do, based off the entry speed that you go into the corner. But it doesn't just auto bin you generally. Like you can counter steer it and you can add a bit of throttle to it and you can hold the sort of power slide a bit. So that means you can get away with pretty bad driving in this car. Using IRFFB, you can feel how much load you're putting on the tyres before they go over that limit into that slidey state. Final few corners here, and we're going to look at the evidence. Oh dear. I think we need to destroy the evidence here. It's that Breaking Bad magnet in the evidence room. That's what's required. 4th place. Beautiful, beautiful. It's nice that it always feels good when you get a result from clean, respectful driving, not at the expense of other people. That, you know, that's. You see, my team appreciate it as well. Let's go to the garage and let's see if we are a war criminal. Right. Oh. Oh man, look at that. I actually was well, you know, obviously with contact, I mean netcode and everything, you can't even if this didn't actually hit him, and even if there wasn't an accident there, you have to account for netcode, and obviously with netcode variances, it's actually quite a miracle that this worked as well as it does. But I was off by like 3 centimeters in terms of being clear. I feel like Jack the Ripper here. So yeah, it was totally my fault. I mean, the thing is, so obviously the white car could have avoided the accident from happening entirely by lifting. He could have just lifted and no accident would have happened. But the white car shouldn't have to lift. He shouldn't have to, really. It's my fault for turning across. If I was in the white car, I think I would have lifted, because I'd have been like, oh, this guy's going to hit me. So I probably would have lifted if I was the white car, or I probably would have turned to the right a bit more, having not noticed this red car, and took him out. How did this guy die though? I caught it. I caught it though. The caught the punt. What happened to this car? Did he actually? Oh no! Oh, we thought he got away from it. Oh no! It was right. I have to look. I'm accepting guilt for this. No jury needed. I've pled guilty. But as far as like murdering a bunch of cars goes, that was a good strike. If you were going to take out 3 cars in a way that's a race incident, that is pure talent. I don't even know. Unbelievable. Unbelievable takedown there. Emotional. And that is how you create a gap between yourself and the 3 cars that are probably faster than you and would beat you if you drove fairly. So there you go. Thank you for watching this supreme lesson in racecraft. The egg has been boiled, and you can't stop a boiled egg. Once it's boiled, it's hard, and you don't mess with hard things. So subscribe and like. Until the next video, thank you for watching. Happy tea drinking, and goodbye everybody.